Fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Steelers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Detroit! Over!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Leopard! 26 Leopard!
Coleman now. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gone! Detroit! Hot!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go now. Green.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 3 down, 3 down. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Amari Darboh, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going for it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
All right, now, look at 56.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking left side and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll go option to the short side. And room to run he's up past the 35-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. White.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
His throw caught right around the 6. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Flush to his right. Miller on the catch over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The give is to Bell. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start with a give to counter. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneaks a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 9. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Coleman. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall back to 500.